Okay, so this was the skateboard which I was working on like for about a year or something. All right, so this is basically the whole thing. All right, there are a few things I want to let you guys know before I tell you all the things that happened to me today. All right. Okay. So first of all, we have, well, probably like 75% of a skateboard deck, which is this. Right. Then we have 100% of the skateboard trucks, and we have a frame made up of, well, it's pretty hard to move it with one hand, but anyways, this is the frame, which is basically made from water pipes. All right, so I had some lying around. I made the frame and then went to a shop to weld it all. We have a bracket here, a bracket here, some support right here, and then probably like an inch of well, it is something like this. Yes, a bracket like this, but mounted horizontally or vertically, whichever way you look at it. All right, then we have a motor. This is the one which you would see probably in some of those wheelchairs. All right, I got this from my brother. He was kind enough to get me this. He said it was of no use for him because it had some noise coming from it, and well, he wasn't gonna use it, so he gave this to me. All right, then I got a sprocket, more specifically a 04C sprocket. And when I got it, I just got the one which would mount on this shaft right here, the motor shaft. All right, I didn't get this sprocket or the chain or anything. That is a story for another time. All right, okay, this is basically the whole thing. Then this is the battery. I made it myself from those cells, the lithium cells. I don't remember the full code, but well, that's something. And then I well, this skateboard was quite old, so the trucks and the bushings right here, they had all cracked and worn out. So of course I couldn't find any of the bushings. So all I used are washers, black washers, used in all sorts of like PVC and fittings and water pipes and whatever. Yes, you could find it there. Anyways, the back tire, I got another tire as well. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys where the other tire is. This was the tire I got initially, but as you can see, it is quite narrow, quite thin, and so I couldn't really balance myself on top of the skateboard, which was quite impractical. Hence, the genius was my genius just woke up and chose violence at this point. I got two of these. This is basically 4-inch PVC end cups. All right, one end cup is this, and the other one right here, and then joined throughout with a 4-inch pipe. All right, so it sort of made a wheel, and then on top of the wheel, I just super glued like those rubbers that you would find for wipers, wiper replacement rubber, something like that. Two of these, you could see the join right here. Yes, so this is one, and then this is the second one. Then I smoothed it out and added a few tracks just for fun. Don't think that those would do anything good for me. Anyways, then we come here to the mounts. This is well, it was a whole mount something. Wait, I might have that as well. Everything is so messed up, but well, I, I have a lot of stuff. Anyways, this was the mount. Okay, I sliced it down the middle. These are basically used in beds and bed frames and all. Okay, I sliced it down the middle and then did like a sort of like a U shape here and then a U shape there, and that got me the mounts, these mounts. The whole axle can go backwards and forwards. And talking about the axle is basically a bolt. I don't know which number that is, which one it is. I really don't know quite the correct name for it, but still we got it. Then of course for the bushings, for the spacers and all, we used rubber washers. And then we also have a bearing right here, and then behind this sprocket as well, the back wheel sprocket, and that is just epoxied into the 4 inch. Of course it's not practical, but we have to do what we gotta do. Okay, now coming back to the sprocket, as I said, this one I got it on AliExpress. It took like a month or so to come here, and hence I was not willing to order another one and the chain as well, and different sellers, and that was just a headache. So I what I did was go to a motorcycle shop nearby, got this sprocket with me as well, and told them to get me a chain and another sprocket, which is basically twice or thrice the size of that, or has twice or thrice the teeth as this one. This has 9 teeth, and this have probably 24 something. Okay, so basically this is the timing chain used in motorcycles. Well, here in Pakistan at least, we have that. Okay, as I was saying, we got this chain and the back sprocket from the motorcycle shop. They were kind enough to search one for me, get one for me. The chain was, of course, used. The guy said, "You want used or a new one?" I was like, I really don't need a new one, right? Okay, so that is the back portion. The motor is also mounted onto the frame with this sort of like a U or N bracket, whichever way you look it from. But what I initially had in mind was sort of like a, this is about a few millimeters thick. I wanted about, well, 5 mm thick sheet of metal, and then just plasma cut like the whole thing out of this. Yes, something like this, so it would only be this thick and on one side only. But the guy, the welder, he had other plans. He just made this, and I said, all right, well, I can't do anything now. Anyways, that's the story of where we are right now. Now the problem we have is much bigger. We have the battery down there, and then we have these two wires coming from there, right? One is the battery terminals and the other is the motor terminals. Now initially I was going to use this, and I don't have a button right now. Okay, this is a really small one. I was going to use a larger one. The larger one had other plans. A little bit of super glue went inside, and the whole button got ruined. Similarly for this, a little bit of super glue and then a lot of heat. Maybe if you could see, I don't think so you would be able to see, but this button is of no use, right? Similarly, this well, it is sort of a DC regulator. It was rated for 36 volts, up to 36 volts, as you can see. If my camera would like to focus, please. Somewhere around here it is written that 35 volts. All right, this was rated for 35 volts, 5 amps. When I stood on top of the skateboard and tried to, well, make it go fast, the motor decided not to, and this thing blew up. Well, it didn't really blew up, it just doesn't work anymore. Similarly for this was going to be used for braking. Now if I had the full build actually working, I'll be able to show you how this actually worked. Basic concept of this was one of the terminal of the motor, probably the red one, goes here, all right, and then this is the NC, this is the NO. The NC is connected with the the positive from the regulator, and the NO is connected to the black terminal of the motor. So when this button is pushed, both of the terminals of the motor, they get shorted together, and that, my friends, causes a sort of like a resistance, a resistance in the motor. All right, so basically when these two wires get shorted, I don't know which one that would be, I hope so I know, this one probably. Yes, this one. Now both of the terminals of the motor are shorted. Look at this. It wouldn't even budge. Like it is budging here, but still you get the point. It is hard to push around. Now without them touching, I hope they are not touching. Okay, don't touch. Then look at that. Much easier, much easier. All right. So this was the concept of braking, because I didn't have any mechanical brakes that would just punch the wheel and make it stop. But well, we had to compromise. All right. So this was the whole concept. Then a few connectors here and here to connect the battery and for the charging port as well. Nothing worked. All right. Okay, I forgot one thing. This switch I was going to use, or even the larger one, the 6 pin, I don't know, maybe a DPDT it's called. I have no idea. I heard it from ChatGPT, but still, I was going to use this as a polarity switcher. So like forward in the up direction and then backward in the down orientation, whatever that is. I was going to use it for that, but that thing, it did not like the high current and all. Similarly, the other one that just got glued together. So both of these buttons, they were they just didn't like it, and hence I tried to order one, and it wouldn't arrive on time, and I have school in a few weeks, well, and my A levels result. So yes, this is where we are right now. I also have a power supply to charge this battery, and it just would not charge. I got another one that would not charge this as well. Either the BMS here is fried, but the battery works, so the BMS should work as well, or either just one of the cells is completely dead, and that is causing the BMS to malfunction. Anyways, we will be able to fix this, we will be able to fix this, but maybe not in the coming few weeks. We also have another project right around there, you might be able to notice it. That's just sitting there at this point. Anyways, we're going to finish that as well. Maybe in the coming month or so, we are going to finish this as well in the coming month, because well, I have to go to school. I have A levels. I have a result on the 12th of August, and I also have to get my applications for my university as well. Right. So this will be uploaded with two other videos. I am really deviated from all my things, just bouncing from one project to another, and then I have sats as well, so like really busy, but still we are going to finish this project as soon as I can, and we are going to finish that project as soon as we can. So hope to see you guys again very soon, inshallah. uh, well, wish me luck, I guess. Bye bye, Allah Hafiz. All right, so a week later, and here we are. We got the controller. It's a 10 amp controller for DC voltages. I believe it's from 12 to 24, something like that. It doesn't have an off button like some of the potentials. They do have like a like a click at the end. Wait, let me show you the other one. So this one had like a small click at the end, so it could be turned off and on, and then when you turned it on, you could vary the voltage. Anyways, this was, I believe, a 5 amp. It was written here, although it might not be visible. We got another one for about twice the price, and this is a 10 amp um, controller. I believe it also has uh, a port here for the accelerators, which usually are in e-bikes. Although this is not an e-bike, still something e, so maybe we'll get that as well. For now, we do have a potential. It works, but there is still a but. There are a few things. It doesn't have the turning off function, so I can't really turn it off from here. I will have to get in the switch for that. I don't have a switch right now. Also, a few other things that I noticed once you plug it in. Here's the plug. So, well, it's exposed for now. We can, well, just plug it in. We'll see about this later. This is really hard to do one-handed. Anyways, we're done here. All right, let's move this a bit away so that you could probably see. Okay, this won't short. All right, let's hope that doesn't short. But this is how it works. So like, as you can see, it goes, but like I need to stop it because we don't have much space. Look at that wheel skill. Okay, okay, I need to stop it because the wheel skids, of course, but when I stand on this, the skateboard, uh, it sort of like struggles to even move a bit, even move like an inch or something. Maybe that's the battery, maybe that's the controller. I have no idea. I'll have to troubleshoot this, but you saw what it does, yeah? Okay, another thing that happens, um, first, when I stand on it, it doesn't really move much. Does move like a few centimeters or something, but it really does not move the way I want. Maybe that's a battery issue, but still, well, we will solve that. Okay, another thing, this thing, the fuse, this port, it gets really hot. Maybe it's a loose connection right here. I just got this. I'm just checking it out. I haven't troubleshooted anything, nor do I know what's wrong with it. Maybe that port is a bit loose. That's why it's getting hot. All right. So as I thought, it was a loose connection right here. I just happened to like touch the fuse and it was all wiggly. Anyways, now this should probably work. It is all tight now. Although these heat sinks, they still get hot quite a bit. But like it's damn carrying like an 80 kg man, so it should get a little hot, or else like that is just boring at this point. Anyways, let's try it once more and then I'll have to go because I have a few more projects on hand. Also, I have a SATs in a few days, the SATs in a few days. Oh, it's already on. Okay, let's try it with my whole weight and then let's see. Let's just sit on it. I don't know how I would be doing that. Let's just stand then. It is really hard to balance yourself, but still, let's just do that. Okay, I don't know how you will be able to see that, but let's just show you the controller, I guess. It still is hard to balance yourself. Well, that's a skateboard. Okay. Oh shit, it does not want to move. Oh boy. Did we just... What did we do? Oh my. It does not want to move. I think we just killed it. Damn. Okay, as you can see, no movement at all. None whatsoever. And all I did was just sit on it. That is bad. Okay, let me see what's wrong. I hope I get back to you. Else this project is done for now. Also, I smashed my fingers just right in there. right in between the gears. The fuse is all right, it's not blown. That is what should blow if something goes wrong. Don't have a multimeter either. Okay, let me just check. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right, so there is a few things I believe that went wrong. Either the controller that I just got like a few minutes ago, either that just got busted, or as you can see the battery is connected and these two are the battery terminals. As you can see right about there, the below ones are I believe motor and the above ones are power. So as you can see I don't have a multimeter right now and this is really just a risky thing, but let's just go for it I guess. Let me show you guys. Okay, that should arc. Okay, that should arc, but it's not arcing, and nor is the motor one. Both the terminals they should arc. The knob is on the max. So I believe the battery just got busted. That's sad. Either the battery or maybe this connector, this flimsy one, maybe that got done, but like either way this is bad. Let's see if it would work with the other connector. We have another connector right here. Maybe it would work. My finger still hurts, so like I can't really move it. Anyways, this is the connector. The charging one, this should be the one that charges, but like for now we can just use it as it is. That is just sad at this point that all I did was sit on it and this is what happens. Again, no power whatsoever, no sign of life. Maybe if I... Okay, nothing at all. This is really a dumb experiment, like a dumb way to check if your battery is good or not, but that's what we have for now. So, well, guess the project is postponed once more. Maybe the wire just got hot. This connection really looks flimsy. I don't know if you would be able to see it, but maybe the wire was not of such good quality and it burned out, because the wire did get hot when I was testing it earlier. So maybe it is the wire, but I hope my controller and my motor is at least fine. The battery, uh, I still hope that is fine as well, but like guess something has to go, so I will just choose the battery. Okay, so that would be it. This video will be edited with the previous all of the previous stuff, the introduction, the trial with the other controller as well. I have a short video of that. I think so, maybe I really have no idea. Anyways, this is the motor, this is the wheel, that is the controller, and the battery is probably busted. So for the battery I might use just like a 24 volt lead acid battery. Then I will have to get it from someone because I don't have one right now, but still let's see if that would do the trick. Anyways, that's all for now. Set this in frame. That's all for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did not enjoy, but I hope you guys did at least. So Allah Hafiz, that's it, and maybe inshallah we will see you again very soon. Allah Hafiz, bye bye. Okay, so before I end the video, just wanted to show you guys how the controller is still fine. It's the battery just that we lost actually. So wait, I should really just disconnect this first before I connect this. Anyways, um, I think it does have a BMS, and maybe that is protecting it from over discharge. Maybe it was already drained, like quite very much, like it was at 21 point something. I did try to get a charger, it would just not work. So I think I told you guys before this as well. Anyways, the battery is quite dead. I can't really know what's up, because like I don't have a multimeter to check the voltage right now. Maybe some other day. Why are these touching? Yaar, I'm really gonna die if this keeps on happening. Anyways, um, okay, that's better. Okay, as you can see, I have a 24, 25, 26 volt power supply here. 27 maybe, I have no idea. The diodes sometimes like to just take a bit more charge, a bit more voltage. Anyways, um, okay, this shocks me for some reason. Maybe the injured, that's conductive. Acha. Anyways, let me just show you guys. Connect this. Hope they just don't touch, and then as you can see, tire spins. So motor is fine, controller is fine. Um, this is a really weak power supply, so I can't really get that much torque from this, of course. So I will have to maybe then just resort to a lead acid battery. Anyways, hope you guys had fun watching this, watching me just kill myself at this point. Right. So we will make a housing for this soon, inshallah. We will also have okay, just want to show you guys a lithium battery. It should arc, and it should arc really well. And look at this, literally nothing. So of course the battery is dead, or maybe it's just on a cooldown. No idea. Maybe the voltage dropped below uh, what it should be on, like the minimum. But still, that should be it for now. And I guess I just see you guys someday else then. But this works, that works, the motor works, the battery doesn't work. We'll get a battery, then I'll make another video, inshallah, and then we can call it a day, and this project will be over for good. This has taken a lot of time, but well, this is like the final stretch. We just have to do it now. Okay, so Allah Hafiz. See you guys very soon, inshallah, with another project. I'm also currently working on a table saw from a water pump motor. So if that turns out good, I might post that as well. But for now, this should be it. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye. Take care.